I see so many people in real life and on social media who are constantly looking for that magic bullet, that magic solution, that magic remedy that will spark their creativity, their inspiration, their motivation to write, to tell stories, to pick up that camera, to compose, to create. You see this in writers groups, Facebook ads, and scattered all over the web. A giant fast food menu. No, a smorgasbord of hacks, hints and help. It got me thinking, what does it take? How do I motivate myself more? How do I inspire myself to create? And I know it's a big topic to handle. I'd be the first to admit that it would be impossible to narrow it down to a few practical tips, advice, or just a list of things that you could do to make yourself this way, to a single universal truth. As you really know deep down, there isn't really a magic solution to anything. Not in this life anyway. The only thing I can think of is to think about my own journey. How did I finish my first book? The second one? All those stories, the screenplay I've just written, the screenplays that are now getting made into commercials. Ever since primary school, I've always had this thing inside of me to want to tell a good tale. Whether that was for reading, writing, acting, doing drama classes, messing around in drama classes, or any of the other creative pursuits that I've constantly chased in my life. You know, a story or two got published, and I moved to the next idea, and the next creative pursuit. Fast forward to university, I was acting, doing set and sound design, and I was directing as part of my studies too. I was motivated and full of inspiration and full of ideas. Then I left, and my writing, my filmmaking, my directing kind of took a backpedal for a while. Fast forward to the present, I've just finished my master's in creative writing, and I'm in a much happier, creative and driven place in my life right now. But what should I take away from all of this? How do I break down everything that's happened to me and everything that I've done and try to make it into something that's positive that I can take away from it? If I think about the reasons why I was so prolific at school, it's down to a few simple things. One of the reasons was I surrounded myself with friends who were pursuing the same things. They were passionate, they were driven, they were super motivated to tell the same kind of stories I was at the time. And those individuals, those group of friends, they supported me no matter what, regardless of the stupid ideas. Other actors, directors, producers, musicians, writers, everyone, they got what it was to battle with this constant need to create something, and also understanding the difficulty in doing so too. The second thing that I figured out was I built a routine for myself. During my MA, I was constantly required to produce work on subjects that I hadn't tackled before, or things that challenged me on a constant basis. To produce it, to analyze it, and to talk about it with my other colleagues and co-workers and other students. And again, move on to the next story, the next idea. I forced myself to create. I set times when I was writing just for the pure joy of it. And I set times for when I was practicing something very specific, a skill that I haven't done in a while, or a new skill entirely. I set times for myself where I worked in sprints, trying to get as much work done in a little time frame as possible. I learned to enjoy my craft and become more efficient in the process. I learned to learn more effectively too, by tackling bite-sized chunks and techniques and skills that allowed me to take mini steps towards becoming a better writer, a better storyteller. And one of the biggest things, I learned not to make excuses. I forced myself, word after word, to keep writing to get something finished, whether that was a paragraph, a chapter, or my first book. And these things come in time with everybody who creates. The thing that sets the people who make progress fast and those who don't are the ones who put the time in, who remain passionate and allow that passion to force themselves. Whether it's picking up a camera, whether it's writing some notes down for your new book, or picking up a guitar too. Remaining determined in the face of difficulty. I think that's probably the main thing I would take away from all of this. You will suffer difficult times, without a shadow of a doubt. That determination will be the only thing that sets you apart from others that don't. And everyone is the same, from the colossal kings and queens in their respective fields, to the amateurs taking their first baby steps. We just need to make sure we are surrounding people who are positively charged and supporting us, no matter how difficult it gets. And those that just want us to do the best that we possibly can at that specific stage in our lives. If we've got that in place, we can force ourselves to write, continue to learn at a progress which is going to make us see results. And in turn, we're going to inspire others. Those people who are supporting us will be inspired, and it'll become a cycle. It's something I've been thinking about recently, so I hope you've taken something away from this. So I'm currently doing projects for short films, commercial works with Neo Studios. I'll put some pictures up here or link somewhere in this video. I'm doing a lot more directing now, I'm doing a lot of writing, and I'm working on my new book too. So please, if you have any questions or you want to know more about my process, please just let me know in the comments below, and please do like this video if you really liked it. It will help out a ton. And also, please subscribe so you don't miss out any future videos, and share this video if you think it'll really benefit someone who's trying to write or create music or pick up a camera and do photography for the first time. If you think it'll benefit them, get them started, because getting started these days anyway, with the fast food culture and all, is the most difficult thing. But apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.